All right. Let's hope the sound is good. Let's hope everything's in the right place. I think it is. All right. Let's take a look at chat. I was kind of seeing it up there, but I wasn't really paying attention. Sandy, it looks like you were first. But you know what? Senpai, you're both first in my heart. Rain Stevens, hello. I'm first. It's Sins. Well, I think you were third, but it's all good. Let's see what else we got. You guys in 2826. Reigns, I am. I don't think everybody is, but a couple people probably are. Cooper, R2. How's it going, man? All right, everybody. Thank you for jumping on. Hello, Anthony, and hello, Fasur? Fasur. Fasur. I think it's Fasur, but I'm not sure. We're going to take a quick second because I didn't have enough time to do this in my actual Kingdom of 1937, where I'm doing this spinning, so gonna self-promote a little bit. I did realize that the post I made didn't say anything about live streaming, so you know, live streaming, so we may or may not get a couple people in here, but it's all good. No side chats for anybody to spy on, because really we're not even in KVK yet. Hopefully everything is good, guys. Thank you for jumping on. Please do hit the like. It helps. It shoots it off to other people's news feeds, so that is always good, especially when it's all self-promotion. Let's see if we can grab some gem tiles before I get started. And it also gives people a little more time to get in. But thank you guys for jumping on so quickly. It's kind of spare the moment. I was at a work conference for 12 hours today. But we still had to do this, right? I didn't really want to record and have to edit. So figured put the kids to bed, live stream, get it all done at once. Sounds good to me. And I'm excited to unlock Boudica. That's going to be sweet. Gonna have to figure out how I'm going to buy the bundle, because I can't really do it on my PC. But we will figure that out as we go. Okay, let's get that off. Looking forward to seeing Boudica Prime fight you and me both. Absolutely. I actually probably should have kept the march home, but it's gem tile, so it'll be done really quickly. So we'll unlock her, and I definitely want to see what the graphics look like. I've seen them on Facebook, kind of grainy videos, so I will take a look and see what they look like in person. Let's quickly finish off this daily before I get started here. I don't really have many commanders I can level, so I got to go down a little bit. Does anybody know how to change this? Now, see, this is weird. On here, on my PC, it's fantastic. I got my favorite commanders up at the top, which I like. But on my iPhone, for whatever reason, Julius Caesar and all the old commanders are on the top. And I don't understand. I'm afraid to touch this. I have the exact same setting. But for some reason, I get my crappy commanders up at the top. I don't want to see Julius Caesar. Why would I want to see Julius Caesar? I want to see Scipio. Scipio Prime, Naboo, Guan, Ramses. I want to see my favorite commanders. Harold should be up there a little higher, but it's probably because he's not wearing gear. But you know, it is what it is. There's always Expedition to try out. That's true. We could do Expedition. You'll see the graphics on there. That's for sure. We could do it on a barb though too. One or the other. I have a little bit of a... Oh man, did I send... I had a 2 right beside me and I sent some of my best marches away. Sometimes you just gotta do like a 360 around your castle. It makes for a much better time. Easier to find those level 2s. Okay. Is there anything else I can do? I'm still a ways away from doing another... Actually, I could craft those, surprisingly. But I'm still a ways away from this. How many do I got? Yeah, I still got quite a few left. Unfortunately. But that's okay. Okay, let's start spinning Boudica. Ooh. Deplete resources. That's easy. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't plan on doing the Golden Kingdom. Sorry, but this event is dreadful. I can't stand it. It takes way too long. Half the time you fail. I'm just not a fan. I don't know about anybody else, but I am not a fan of it. Anything else? No, I don't think I finished everything on this event. I think the last thing I have is this act progression, but as you can tell, I gather gems, so I'm going to have to branch out when I go to bed and put it in a crop tile, because there's no way I'm going to finish that. That's for sure. Yeah, I think everyone hates that event. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know why they haven't changed it. You know, they've changed a lot of things in the game over time, but for whatever reason, they're not changing the Golden Kingdom. Do some people like it? Like, they must have stats on how many people skip it, right? They've got to see that somewhere. There's got to be something. Has to be. But okay, let's start spinning, guys. Let's hope for some good luck. We're going to go 60 chances, obviously. Tomorrow, I will go all the way up to 100. Hopefully, I can live stream tomorrow. I will try. I think it's fun live streaming. I have a lot of fun doing it. So tomorrow, we'll probably live stream, do some of this, and then see what other events there are on my other accounts. Since I have 4 accounts going at the same time right now, there's usually something to do, typically. Okay, let's hope for, and obviously anybody else can go for these ones. Nevsky's a great choice, but Boudica Prime is where I'm going. So let's hope for some good luck. I did miss my 50% off chance yesterday, unfortunately, but I just got busy. Boudica, okay, we got one. That's good for 50% off. Now here's the expensive ones. Let's hope for some luck. That's not terrible. Honestly, we got gold, we got speed ups, we got 1 sculpture. Not really what you want to see, but it is what it is. Hey Mello, how's it going, man? Thanks for jumping on. Do not skip the animation. That said, you want to watch the animation? We can watch the animation if you want. I'm fine with that. All right, we'll watch the animation, man. I usually skip it. It's something everybody's seen, but hey, I don't mind. There's one. Can we get... It'd be nice to get an 8 today. At least an 8. 1 8 would be nice. Or a bunch of singles. That's very nice as well. You can't complain with that. We're gonna get our free rewards. I think I have her unlocked. I think I'm 1 short, aren't I? No, I got her. There you go. That was pretty easy. Pretty painless. Let's open her up. There we go. I will, of course, get this on my main account. How can you not? Like, if you're pushing commanders, even if you're not pushing commanders, you're just saving sculptures for the next generation of commanders. Highly suggest it, guys, if it's your main account. It's definitely worth it. I did 5 spin, got 2 8s and 4 singles. Drums, that's crazy. That's luck. If I get that on here, I will be very excited and you'll see it in my face. Bro, I'm in KVK 3, but I want to go back to KVK 2. Good luck. But it says cross migration not fulfilled. Mello, I got a video on that, dude. I have it right here, actually, because it's not that old. Videos. Oh, where is it? I know. There it is. There it is. It's the one where I vented. Get shareable link. Yeah, I think I copied it. I think this will work. Yeah, there you go, Mello. Take a look at that. That'll tell you everything you need to know about the cross migration mechanics and how they're really, really not smart. I think that's the best way I can put it. Really not smart. I watched it. I still don't understand. All right. That's fair. We can quickly... I will tell you what I know, and hopefully it makes sense. But if you zoom out, and if we go to a young kingdom, I don't know if it'll make sense in here. Off season. Click on this. Not fulfilled. So the cross-season immigration cap, power cap actually means that anything, what is it? Anything over 55 million can't, no, anything under 55 million can't come in. If it's at 65 million, that means nobody can come in. No, it doesn't make sense. And I understand what you're saying, and that's probably why the video is confusing, because it doesn't make any sense. The same season immigration cap is different. Anyone under 65 million power can come in. But the cross-season immigration power cap works backwards. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I made a video about it. How long is the video? 17 minutes long, where I explain how absolutely absurd the mechanics are for cross-season migration. Even with the 3 spots you get for free, the 30 spots are a joke because people can steal them. It's awful. Absolutely awful. I don't know what they were thinking. It's terrible. Oh, I get it. Thank you. No problem, Mello. Anytime, man. Any questions, shoot me a message. If my videos don't make sense, I apologize, but, you know, sometimes you rant, and what makes sense in your head doesn't make sense in everybody else's head. It's just the way it is. Max. Yeah, I'm definitely going to max it. Day one? I think it's day one. Day one? Sorry if I messed that up. Migration rules pretty terrible. I agree. Lilith is confusing, not you. Yeah, you're not wrong. Lilith is very confusing. All right. I woke up like middle of the night just to migrate, but didn't get in. Drums. It was like early morning in Mexico on my vacation with hotel Wi-Fi, and I still didn't get in. And I mean, I was like sitting there on the second, smashing that button. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's keep spinning, guys. Let's hope for an 8. An 8 would be fantastic. We got a 1. 1's good. We've got some food. Not really concerned. Gold. Everybody can use gold if you have T5. More gold. And more gold. Okay, well, it's good for KVK. That's all I can say. Not great for the commander sculptures I need, but it's great for KVK. What else do we got? We got 8-hour speed ups for training. Not bad. I need troops. We got universals. That's great. Research. I hate seeing research. Gold. Oh, this is brutal. Give me an 8 or something. Oh, man. I dislike when I don't get any. I don't see the value in it. I know there's speed ups and I can use most of them, but that hurt. Let's see here. I want to see you maxing Boudica Prime. I won't be able to max her today. I definitely won't. And I want to wait for a couple more wheels. I'm not going to be fighting in KVK anytime soon. We can max her up to level 60 though. That we can do. But as you can tell, I got 259 universals. I think by the time Zone 5 came in our next KVK, which is probably still a month away, I should be able to max her. I should. It'll be very close. Like, it depends on how much luck I get, obviously, from the wheel. But I should be very close. My wheel was so bad, made me sick. Don't say that. So far, I'm not on a good roll here. Let's see. I want to see. Do you think it's a good idea to invest in Alex when you get to KVK2 now that Lilith has advanced the KVKs? That is a great question. I'm honestly kind of, I wouldn't say regretting, but I expertised Alex on my account 2396, which went back to KVK Season 2 and did Light vs. Dark KVK Season 3. I'm still working YSG, and I'm coming into Season of Conquest, which is a big bummer because I'm just not going to be able to help an open field with an Alex YSG. And I know that's a fantastic combination, and I have decent gear. But when you're talking about hitting somebody like a whale who's going to have we're in Season of Conquest, 400,000 plus troops each March, T5, max tech, crystal tech, that being max research as well. Best gear with iconic crystals in it, the best commanders. I'm going to get obliterated. Like, honestly, it's going to hurt. So if you're watching this and you haven't invested in Alex or YSG, honestly, maybe jump to CPO Prime. Obviously, you need somebody as a secondary with him. Alex is a fantastic choice. So you could still work Alex in KVK Season 2 and then combine him with a CPO Prime. Obviously, YSG is a fantastic commander. But man, I feel sorry for people going into Season of Conquest. I honestly do. I'm about to feel that pain, and we'll be able to see how bad it is together. But I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. I know that didn't really answer your question, but I don't really have a complete answer for you. Alex is great. So yes, maybe you should invest in Alex because you can pair him with Guan or CPO later on. Or even the next infantry commanders that come out, you're likely going to be able to pair Alex with them because Alex is fantastic. You can call me Day One. Perfect. Good to know. Thank you, Day One. I feel like skips give more chances of 8 than no skips. Just a skipping animation, I imagine. That's not true. You know, I don't know how the random number generator works. I don't know if that button would change anything. I do know that random number generators are manipulated in every single game out there ever, and the developers in many games have talked about that. So I don't know how the RNG works, but I don't think that button changes it. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I'm back, so you'll be lucky. Awesome, Senpei. Thank you. I prefer maxing Saladin YSG, to be honest, than Alex YSG. Saladin is really good, especially if you're going to go cavalry with like Nevsky or something later on. But Saladin 5551, so easy to get. Yeah, and then you can pair him with Ethelfled, who is a free-to-play commander. Great idea. Honestly, Saladin's fantastic. How's your low spender jumper? Really good, man. I think it's doing good. I am pushing economic tech right now, mathematics and engineering. So obviously my power growth is a little low right now. But once I finish that and I start pushing research and buildings again, I think I will be pretty well up there. Top 50 for sure. Right now I'm in the top 100, but top 50 for sure. Alex is amazing. You're right. Alex Herald all the way. Alex Herald was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with Alex Herald. I'm sad I don't have Alex and Herald this time because I'm doing CPO Prime Herald. But Alex Herald is definitely a good fallback, especially if you're doing castle hopping and you want that instant proc damage. Very good combo. Let's see. Honestly, I think you should get the new city skin on your jumper. Decent for the beginning. I'm guessing you're talking about the one for the current event. The only problem is I'd have to buy a lot of them because I can't finish the... Oh, I think the race is gone. Yeah, race against time's gone anyways. So I'd have to buy a lot, and I don't really feel like doing that. Alex expertise. Debuff is insane. I absolutely agree. The debuff is fantastic. Alex is a great commander and always will be. You think I should get Saladin or go straight for Guan and max him in Season of Conquest? I already have Max, Alex, and YSG. If you already have Max, Alex, and YSG, Guan's not a bad choice. I don't think Guan's going to go out of style anytime soon. His silence, his AoE, it's hard to beat. It really is. I don't think he's going to go out of style anytime soon. I don't see me ever not using him in the open field unless we're talking a year from now where there's a whole bunch of new commanders. So I would go for Guan. In my opinion, if you can max him out, I'd go for Guan. Based on my experience, I get 8 more when I skip than no skip. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'll do the animation this time. Somebody asked for it, so I'm fine with that. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get an 8. We got a 1, so that's good. We got some stone. I don't like that. Oh, we got some wood. That's even worse. Oh, there we go. Boudica. And building speed ups. Well, at least I can trade those in. That's not terrible. It's not. I can trade in the building speed ups. If it was research speed ups, it would have been terrible. Absolutely terrible. But there we go. We got some legendary sculptures there. It's like 4,000 gems. That's not bad, but I'm not going to be... And I think it reduces from... Oh, no. Sorry. It was actually back in the last menu that you can see it. It reduces archer health. And I'm running an archer march. I do not want to take health off of my archer marches when they're already going to be a huge target from cavalry. I don't think this is a good skin for my account. My low spend. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I will... It's kind of a bummer because I might not have a city skin, but I don't think the 5% cavalry defense is worth the negative 5% archer health if I'm running cavalry, archers, and infantry. I know it's going to be hard to find one, but if I can find one that gives me +2 health or defense and -2 attack, that's the one I want. So hopefully we can get that in the future. Zyrul, how's it going, man? Thanks for jumping on the live stream. Let's make sure I don't miss anything. I will be in Season of Conquest soon. What commanders should I get first? That's a tough question. Are you infantry, archer, or cavalry? What do you have worked already? What's your gear looking like? There's a lot of questions. You're more than welcome to jump into my Discord, you guys. Ask questions. Message me in game. I'm gonna grab a link right now. Copy. And I'll just post it in here. This is my Discord. You're welcome to jump in, ask questions. There's a lot of vets in my Discord channel. I guarantee you that. There's some other content creators as well, which is pretty sweet. But you got to answer a couple more questions before I can give you a solid answer on that one, bud. I think whoever you prefer. Yeah, that's good. It is really a preference thing. You want to have fun, right? So don't work a commander that everybody tells you to work if you don't like running cavalry or archers or infantry. You really got to figure out what you like to do and what role you like to play. Are you putting goal heads into Boudica? Absolutely. I'm going to wait for as many wheels as I possibly can, but I will be using universals on her for sure. I'm going to hopefully expertise her before Zone 5 in our next KVK, probably Heroic Anthem. Based on my experience, skipping spins did make a difference. On day 1, you might be right. I don't know. Who knows? Honestly, there's so many questions behind that, and we'll never really know. MGM eliminations about to start, about to be a pest to get Tamaris. In my that stinks. Well, although Tamaris, fantastic, but they kind of got rid of that debuff. You know how people are hitting the 1 marches on flags and stuff? They got rid of that. So, I don't know. She's good, but I don't know if I'd work her. Is Eternal Empire good? I just go craft it because I only have Karak humilities for Martel. Eternal Empire. Let's take a look. We'll spin one more time and then we'll go take a look. Eternal Empire. I hope you're not talking about the pants. If you're talking about the legendary infantry set pants, not worth it. Go for Eternal Knights or stick with Karak. I like Eternal Knights because you can put the iconic crystal in it. It gives you health. This is not great either. Well, we got 2. Never mind. I forgot about the universal. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, what one are you talking about? If we go in here, I can forge so many things right now, and it's so tempting to do it. So if you're talking about, or if you're talking about these pants, no, I would not. Yeah, the pants, don't do it, Mellow. Don't. Awful. Awful. Stick with Eternal Knights right there. I did forge this. I don't regret it, and I'm not going to dismantle it because I do like having the option of running the 4-piece set bonus for extra march speed. I think that, like, with running a Richard Ethelfled with this extra march speed on it is a lot of fun in Ark of Osiris and KVK because Richard's fast. It's really funny to watch. And I don't have anything else on him, and this is actually really fast. It's faster than Guan Leo. It's fast as CPO Prime and Herald. So, but I would suggest Eternal Knights. If I could go back in time, I'd probably still forge it, to be honest, because I like that 4-piece set bonus. But on certain marches. But if you're talking about early starting legendary gear, I would do Eternal Knights pants. I don't have them yet, but I am looking at crafting some in the near future because of the iconic crystal system. I think everyone has to go for legendary gear now over time. Those iconic crystals are going to be on every march that you hit, so you got to kind of be on the same playing field, guys. It's just the way it's going to be. But yeah, don't do the pants. Stick with Eternal Knights. Do Eternal Knights. 100%. Yeah, Drums is right. Do Eternal Knights. Thank you so much. Fuxius. Got to be Scipio and Nevsky. Yeah. It just depends on what he has. Like, does he have Alex or does he have Saladin? Like, who's he going to pair Scipio with? If he works Scipio Prime, who's he got as a pair? When can you start choosing the Wheel of Fortune commanders? Great question. Is it Season of Conquest that starts? I don't know. We can take a look at my free-to-play account, which is in Season 2 KVK. And I don't think I can change it. I think it's just Con. I don't think I can change it. So I think it's Season of Conquest. Do I expertise YSG or 5551 Alex and go back to SG? I would go for 5551 Alex and then go back for YSG Zyril. I think since I know you're going into KVK Season 2, we're about to fight in Zone 5. I think you'd be very well off with a 5551 Alex at level 60 with a YSG who's even not expertise behind him. You're going to love that instant proc damage. I know how you fight and you're online very often. I think you will get a lot of use out of Alex's instant proc damage. It's huge, and I think you'd have a lot of fun with it, Zyril. I would suggest Alex. In your case, because I know how you fight. It's hard to get legendary equipment for when free-to-play. Drums, I can't imagine. I got my free-to-play account, and I don't think I'm anywhere near having time or gold or material for a legendary piece. You have expertise, Alex, YSG, and Saladin. Yeah, then CPO and Nevsky, you're absolutely right. Who was that? Was that Day One who said that? Who said that? Fuxius. I can't. Fuxius? I don't know how to say it, but it sounds like I'm swearing. Let's see. Okay, let's spin some more. Your Discord looks awesome. Thank you very much for saying that. I actually was very lucky. I better say their names properly. I know Alice is one of them. 1 second. I will find it. I have chats with the guy. Why can't I see his name? Did he change it? No. Sir H. Sir Atch from 2826. He's one of the leaders in there. They jumped in, him and Alice, and they made my Discord look fantastic. So yeah, thank you for saying that. I was very lucky. I am not good at Discord, so I was very thankful that they came in and totally made it awesome. Could you get T5 push on the KVK3 farm account? KVK3 farm account? Are you talking about which one are you talking about? Are you talking about 2396? I could totally push T5. I've got enough universal speed ups to push T5 right now, but I don't want to increase my power until matchmaking's done. I don't think the kingdom would like that, especially since we had to delete all our siege. Don't think they'd like me pushing right now, but I could totally do that. Like your videos. Thank you, Naz. I appreciate that, man. I got lots more to come. I know they're a little bit spread out right now, but work is very busy. It's I work in construction, kind of. Electrical, to be honest, and a lot of the work is weather dependent, and it's summertime, and it's crazy, like absolutely nuts. So there will be some time sometimes between videos, but I will try and jump on as often as possible. And you can always message me in game on Discord or however you want to in my YouTube videos, and I will get back to you. In game or Discord's probably best. Sometimes I do miss responses in YouTube just because they don't give you notifications for everything. It's really weird. But I gotta go. Good luck. Thank you, Drums. I appreciate that. You should do it for an event. You know what? You're right. I just what they do is they actually schedule those 20 Universal Sculpture events for the whales. We'll spin this while I talk. So I can't really do it during those events, but if there's something else, then I will. Oh, that was good. We got 2 so far. 3. Nice. Could we pair an 8 with it? Oh, probably not. And what? That was a wicked spit. That was good. 4 sculptures. I can't complain with that. How can I send a super chat? No, you don't have to be a member. Thank you for asking, by the way. You do not have to be a member. If you're on your phone, if you're on your iPhone, how does it look? I have the video up already. No, I don't want that. I think if you know what? I don't honestly know. Oh. Wow, I have like no delay on here, so that's pretty funny. It's just speaking back to me. I don't know how to do it on iPhone. I don't. Very strange. Somebody might, but it's very easy on PC. So thank you very much if you do send a super chat. There will be a notification if you do, so that always looks cool. Who are you pairing Boudica with? So I'm going to actually try Boudica Ramses. Now, I don't know how good that's going to be. I don't want to split up Naboo YSG. I just don't. They do so well on open field. So well. But it's probably going to be Boudica and Ramses. This will be the gear for the start because I don't want to remove this gear off of Naboo. I'm going to try Boudica Prime and Ramses. I don't know how it's going to go. It's got a lot of defense, right? It's got skill damage taken reduction, which is nice. It's got the defense bonus here. It's got healing as well as Boudica has healing. I think it could be really good. I do. It's doing a lot of debuffs. I think these marches that I have paired up are going to be really, really good. So we'll try it out. I think it'll be good though. Do you know how often Shadow Legion Jeffs? I don't. Lilith is random. Sometimes they change the schedule a bit to match up with other kingdoms or offset them a bit, probably for lag reasons, but I honestly don't know the schedule for Kerouac or Shadow Legion. It's like once a month, but it varies. It really does. I don't think anybody can track it. Yes, summer, everyone's sitting at their home, so you bet there will be electrical problems. Yes, with the ACs running, I'm sure there will be. If that speed up is 8 heads, that's an awesome spin. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That would have been fantastic. Press the $1 mark, mate, and you can send a super chat. Thank you, Suga Cookie. Suga Cookie, that's a good name, man. Boudica and Artemisia look nice. AoE and everything. Absolutely. I wish I had Artemisia, but I don't. And we didn't get a single head on that one. I can use all of this. The stars, not so much. I can use all of this, but really need those heads. And so far, not fantastic luck, but at least we get the guaranteed rewards. So those help. It still makes it worth it. It really does. Okay, we got one there. 8-hour speed ups, but thankfully I can trade them in. We got another one. Can we get an 8? No, but we got 3. 3 is not bad. Gold, and I can trade those in for trading speed ups in the near future. Artemisia is so slow. Yeah, but hitting her hurts. In open field, I've hit Artemisia and Amanatori a couple times, and man, they last a long time, and the reports are never good from my side. That's for sure. There we go. We got 10 more Boudica. That is good. Let's go. We've got 3 more chances to spin this. Let's hope for an 8. An 8 would be fantastic. You know, I don't need 2, but 1 8 would be good. I'd be happy with 1 8. We got some food. Not great. We got some wood. No, not what I was asking for. We got some stars. We got some gold and 1 universal legendary sculpture. Not the best. Not worth it. But we're pushing our way to 100. So, you know, we get another 25 sculptures by the time we get to 100. So it's not too bad. Alex is 5-5. It's probably fine. Does that include the instant proc damage? I'm pretty sure it does, right? That's the second skill. Yeah, 5-5-1-1's not terrible as long as he's level 60. But you're missing out on a lot of stats, man. A lot of stats. So yeah, 5-5-5-1's really good. Obviously, this makes him better. And of course, the expertise is really where it puts him over the top. So if you're talking about KVK Season 2, 5-5-1-1's totally fine. You're going to love that instant proc damage, I can tell you that much. It's a lot of fun to see that right when you jump out of a castle. To see that cast off is really cool. All right, what else we got? Alex is just a great commander overall. Maxing is a must. I agree. Day one, you're absolutely right. Probably, you know, Boudica Gilgamesh would actually be really good to try. I just don't know if I need the debuff from Gilgamesh. Like, I know he does health reduction by 30%, but I'm already using CPO, who has that in an AoE, and I'm using Richard Ethelflaed, who has that as well. So I don't know if Gilgamesh would be better than Ramses as a secondary in this case, although it does give me archer damage when it's lower than archer health. Yeah, archer attack bonus. It could be good. I just think that Ramses is going to provide a little bit better on defense and skill damage reduction. That's huge. 30% when you're talking AoE from murder balls. I don't know. It would definitely be worth trying. I would love to be able to use Gilgamesh again. I just can't find a place for him. Guys, literally just skip the YSG and expertise. Alex, it's tough. YSG expertise is so good. But there's just so many other good commanders now. It's tough. Okay, let's go one more. Let's see. Food again, man. Stop with the resources. I don't want... There we go. 1. Give me an... No, more food. Not what I wanted. Give me an 8. 1 8. No, but we got 3. Again, not terrible. That's not bad at all. And the food, I will probably use resource items as KVK. If it was anything like the last one, I'll probably use resource items. Both are great commanders. You're right. I don't kill Barb, so he's just sitting there. Yeah, I kind of regret putting sculpts into YSG. It's the thing. Like, you're not going to be able to finish Alex and YSG in most cases, on most accounts, by Season of Conquest now, because it comes so fast. Like, I don't know. I wonder what my low spending account's going to be like on sculptures. I don't think I could finish YSG and Alex by Season of Conquest, because I'm not buying the pop-up bundles from commanders. So I don't know. I think Cyrus' skill is the coolest in the whole game. You know, Cyrus is fantastic from what I've seen. It's just, you see him, you rarely see him out in open field. Like, I have him unlocked somewhere. We got skills in this. We'll look at that in a second. Where was he? Why can't I see him? I must have scrolled past him. He's right there. Why is he level 20? I don't know. That I honestly don't know. Maybe I was going to work him at one point in time. He's a great commander. I don't see him out in open field very often. And I don't think I'd go back and work him at this point. There's too many other commanders I could work. Even jumping to Cav would be a good idea with Nevsky out there, but I don't have time for that. But YSG for 2 years in ROK, I never read it once. Yeah, Naboo YSG is so much fun in open field. You're absolutely right. Barry Gaming, how's it going, man? Let's go. Was needing something to watch while still stuck on the couch. Hope all is going good. It is, man. I hope you're doing well. And glad I was able to jump on tonight. Videos far and in between just because of work, but always nice to jump on. Thank you guys for jumping on as well. Please, if you are watching this, guys, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds and it sends it off to other people, so I appreciate it. Charles Sun Tzu is a better pair for Garrison. Anyways, I would not use, you know, for Garrison, guys, maybe just don't get your city rallied, and I think we'll all be okay that way. I'm free to play in KVK1. I will do Bjorn and Sun Tzu. Nice. That, man, Suga Cookie, You will not regret it. Okay, let's do this last one. Bjorn and Sun Tzu was fantastic. I've got some great footage. It had to do that. It was so close to the 8, and it was just, it got my hopes up and everything. Ew. Food. Okay, 1. Give me something. Stone at the end. Okay, not the best spins. Definitely not the best spins. How did we do overall? Probably not great. So we unlocked her for 10. We know that. We unlocked her for 10. Wow, that's ugly. We got 32 sculptures of Boudica Prime. Hopefully, tomorrow are better spins. One could hope. We can obviously put these into her. Let's just pop her up to level 60. Because we can. Anybody who doesn't know, and we'll just... As you can tell, you guys, I'm not short of experience tomes. So, you know, in most cases, I'd say level them up by barbarians for most people. But I don't really have to worry about that. So I'm just not going to. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go... Hopefully we don't get lucky, because that would ruin the star trick. This is the star trick for anybody... Ah, you son of a gun. 10% chance. And this is where I get my luck, really? Thanks for that. Well, that was fantastic. Well, there is a star trick. And unfortunately, I can't show you. But there is a star trick. All right, let's... as you can tell, I'm not short on stars either, you guys. We'll bounce that off. Yeah, that was rough. Give me... I would love to, Cooper. I would love to. I really would. But you can't trade those kind of things. What's the average for 100 spins? Honestly, it depends on luck. I'd say, you know, 50 to 70 is good. Like 70 is obviously really good. We're talking 100 spins, so I'm going to get 25 more. That'll put me up to 37 just based on those. Sorry, 57. That'd put me up to 57. So, yeah, 50 to 70. And then if you're above 70, that's good. So, there you go. I think that's the answer. I have 50k gems ready for the weekend. My more than gems. Nice. Awesome. I need that on my new low spender account so I can push VIP. That's nice. That's good to know. That's so bad. 63 spins for 32. Yeah, it wasn't great. It definitely wasn't great. Alex Bjorn. Jumping in and out of castles. I have so many. I desire rolled. That's... Yeah. You can get those instant procs before they can even turn around and start gaining rage. You're going to be laughing, man. You're guaranteed at 2/8 of her sculptures if you spin 50 more. Well, I hope so. That'd be nice. You got better results than me, although I'm going for Takeda. You're going for Takeda. That's different. Day 1. Howdy. How's it going, Mark? A little bit late. We already spun. I did not do great. So we're just, right now, busting Boudica Prime up to level 60. Just because we can. We'll go over the talent tree that I'm going to do for her. I think that'll be good for everybody to see. I'm just, you know, smashing the stars on her. Surprised that didn't get me a full level, but that's okay. There we go. We got another skill for her. Obviously, I'm going to go in and I'm going to lock the first skill before I forget, because that would be embarrassing. Not that it would matter because I'm going to max her anyways, but, you know, just not something you want to do. All right, let's get her up to 40. See, now, in most cases, guys, this is good. Honestly, for most people, it's $5. I know it says Canadian $6.99, and I pay taxes, so that's great. But for most people, this is a good bundle. Honestly, if you're in early KV or early Kingdom, even if you're like before Season of Conquest, I think that's pretty decent. Okay, let's go like this for a couple. I don't know if that's a great choice, but we'll go like that. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of crits, but maybe I got some. At least we're evening out how many of these. I always forget Dazzling and Blessed, I think they are. But let's just go with these. Oh, right, I have to bring her up some more. Let's get her up there. All right, now this one for $10, it's better. It's really good, but you know, you're starting to increase your budget by going for $5 and then $10. There's $15 gone pretty quickly, so you gotta choose what you're gonna be working. Okay, let's do one of these. Probably not worth it. That was good. How many crits can we get before we have to stop? We'll just keep going until the crits stop. No, the crit stopped. All right, let's just do normals. We have so many of them. We'll just smash it and it'll get there in no time. We'll probably still have like, what, 2,400 left after this? Pretty close? No? 23? 2350? Ah, good enough. All right, there we go. We still have plenty of stars. Not overly concerned about that. I will not be working another commander for a while. Probably Pakal next, but I'm going to work him slowly with Mightiest Governor because I get that on this account. Usually, as long as I do good. Okay. Now, with Boudica, I'm not even going to regret this. I think that's got to be 5. Absolutely has to be 5. I think with Rejuvenate, I want that maxed out. I know in some cases, I won't get the full rage because of the rage cap. I get that. But even if I get like 40 or 50, I think it's definitely worth it. We'll go here. And then I don't really think there's many other choices. What's this? These are all attack, which is decent, but I think I can get health from there. I can get defense. March speed is actually not bad. That's attack. So let's see what I can get. I can get 1 there, 2 there, and there. I think that's good. I would 100% run with this. I don't need to worry about latent power if I'm using Ramses or Gilgamesh as a secondary. It doesn't matter. She doesn't do any extra damage, I'm pretty sure. Does she? I don't think so. No, it's all stats, which is pretty sweet. And the healing. I like the healing. I think her and Ramses put together are actually going to heal quite a bit. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I don't think I'd change that. Not that I want to use a talent reset, but you know. All pop-up bundles is always good for low spenders, but they add up really fast, man. So I'd say if you're buying all the pop-up bundles, you ain't a low spender, you're a mid spender. Sorry, ma'am. If they ever add tome trading, you should give me some. Senpei, I'd be happy to. If they ever add tome trading, I would trade people all the time. I'd have no problems with it. I've got way too many. You got better results than me? Oh yeah, you're going for Takeda. Those Martell heads, I could use them. How many Martell heads did I have? Probably quite a few. Since I've had Martell finished for a very long time. 295. There you go. I think there's really only these 2 commanders left that I need to finish. The Mepmed needs 67. It'll be nice when he's done. He's going to get a little bit more damage. Not that I'm using him in open field right now, but he is good to have. Obviously, I want to finish Mulan. I'm still 84 away from finishing Mulan. Hopefully, I can get lucky with some gold keys. I don't typically buy the dailies. I don't think it's worth it. Just because, like I said, even with the pop-up bundles, like these add up, guys. I need to do that. We're going to have to go onto a different account soon so I can buy that on my iPhone because I can't buy it on the computer, unfortunately. Pakal, yes. So I am going to do Pakal because I think he's fantastic for exactly what I like to do in open field. I have a lot of sculptures from him because of Mightiest Governor. It looks like I put in some universals maybe at one point in time because I don't know how I got 26 there. But anyways, definitely not for Mightiest Governor. Or maybe. Could be if I got a higher or a lower rank. But the reason I like Pakal is he doesn't have to be primary. If I put, like right now I have Herald behind Scipio as kind of, you know, once the enemy sees Scipio and they start swarming him, it's going to get decent reports because he's hitting them with AoE. But Pakal behind someone like Scipio is going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I think the reports are going to be fantastic. And I am looking forward to finishing him so I can pair him with commanders in ways that people don't typically pair commanders like that. They don't. But the way I work in open field is just literally go out there and let them die and fill up my hospitals and check out the trades afterwards. And I think that with Pakal in there, I'm going to get a lot of good trades, even if he's behind Scipio. I think that's a crazy combo, man. I've had some conversations with other whales in this kingdom, and that's what they did last KVK, and that's what they're going to be doing this KVK. And I'm excited to see it. I really am. Pakal Herald rallies. Yeah, Pakal and Herald together is good, but I'm not going to pair those two together. Damn, I need those. I'm a very low spender, but I still end up broke. Dude, I wish you could trade stuff between accounts. Everyone is level 60 max. Honestly, it's just, yeah, man, that's what happens. Like, I've held off on doing, you know, legendary gathering commanders for the most part. I think I have Sion Diok somewhere. Cleo's 50. I think I pushed Sion Diok to 60, didn't I? I did. just for fun. But yeah, honestly, this account is very old. It's almost 1,300 days, you guys. That's pretty cool. I still only get 200 VIP points a day. Why they haven't changed that, I don't know. But you think you'd get a little bit something extra for VIP points daily for 1,300 login days, but it is what it is. Hey, Gaines Gaming, how's it going, man? Thanks for jumping onto the live stream. I appreciate that. That's awesome. It's after a long day of work, but I wanted to jump on, spin some Boudica Prime. Did not get very lucky. 32 sculptures in 63 spins. Definitely not lucky, but there is always tomorrow, and I have my fingers crossed. Plus, I get 50 or 25 more. So, you know, it'll be good no matter what, but definitely could have used an 8 or 2. Pakal always brings positive trades. Yeah. Day one, you're absolutely right. Okay, I'm just going to quickly jump on to, you know what? We got to send out the gem farmers first. I'm going to jump on to, that was easy. Another account, just so I can buy it on my iPhone, the Writers of History bundle. I think that's a no-brainer on anybody's main account. If you're a medium spender, buying most of the pop-up bundles is a good idea. Just based on how I play the game anyways. It'll definitely help you progress your account a lot faster than if you didn't buy them. And then if you get really hardcore into the game, you kind of kick yourself for not buying them. Oops, that was the wrong button. Not buying them. So yeah, maybe just kind of budget for it if you're hardcore into the game. Usually I can find 2s. We'll just go for 1s because we're just doing this quickly. Still send out these guys for gem farming, you guys. I have my farms doing gold, so I will have... we're going to switch that up because I want that too. On certain marches, I have some marches that bring in more bonus than others because they have full forest guardians or the skills work with extra resources. So there is some planning when you're gem farming. I have videos on it, so if you are curious, definitely go take a look. There we go. Okay, I do want more forest guardian sets, but I'm not using, you know, anything but the... Where are they? Anything other than the ones we typically get just from events when you're unlucky in Soroli Crisis. You get a lot of them, unfortunately. Yeah, I got wrecked on my wheel too. That stinks, man. Not fun. Kak, how's it going, man? Thanks for jumping on the live stream. Guys, if you are watching, please do hit the like. It really does help. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps. So I would appreciate it. Okay, let me just quickly jump on to a different account. Let's go. So many options. Let's just go to my brand new low spender account while we wait. And then I will quickly jump on with my phone onto my main account so I can buy the bundle. I have to do it off my iPhone, unfortunately, just because it's how I'm going to track everything and write it off as a business this year. Hopefully, maybe the taxman won't like that and they'll like audit me or something, but I'm going to give it a shot. I think it's worth a shot. Everything's worth trying once, right? It's most things. I should take that back. Some things are worth trying once. Okay, and gonna grab that bundle. I got that lovely facial recognition thing, and boom. Okay, good. That's the one I wanted. Writers of History is purchased. This is an expensive month. Won't lie. With recharge, that adds up real fast. It really does. Like recharge and then, you know, pop-ups and oh, snap. I want that. I think I gotta grab it. I know I'm gonna get some from Lucerne Scroll next season. It comes out. I'm gonna grab it though. I think it's worth it, you guys. It's really hard to get those for KVK Season 1. I plan on being CH25 on this account for KVK Season 1. I'm gonna push really hard. I got my farm account working really well and logging in all the time. Is there anything else I can do on here? No, I'm definitely going to finish tile and bricks because I want those free gems and I'm pushing buildings anyways. A quick update on this account. Research wise, pushing research hard. At engineering going on 9. And then I think I can work 10 before I have to upgrade my academy, but I can't do mathematics until I upgrade my academy and I don't have the... It's funny because you want mathematics for the engineering research, but you want the engineering research before you finish or start your bigger building. So it's kind of, you can't really win both ways. So I'm just going to finish off engineering and then upgrade and then do mathematics. How does new KVK 1 matchmaking work? That's a great question. I honestly don't know, Senpei. Is it like, because I know it's 4 kingdoms now in KVK, right? So if it's 4 kingdoms now, is it the first 4 and then we'll fight? Like, will we have 28-25 to 28-28 in our KVK and then the rest? Or is there matchmaking between the continent? I would think that they'd probably do matchmaking within the continent. Most likely, right? Like they already have the systems in place to do matchmaking based on power on the top 300. So probably matchmaking between these 8. I don't think, I'm fairly confident it won't go outside of that. It'll likely just be in the region of gallery, the one that I'm in here. Probably how it works. I don't know though for sure. Season 1 Lost Kingdom list. Can we see? Oh, we can see the map. Okay, well here we go. No, look at this. There you go. This is your answer right here. Their numerical order. So clearly it's not matchmaking. It's just matched based on the top 4 and bottom 4 in a new continent. So there you go. That's pretty easy to figure out. Like, how does ally work? Well, Senpei, that totally depends on your diplomacy team. So that's up to your leaders. As soon as you end, well, I imagine the leaders already know how it's going to be matched. So I imagine the leaders in this kingdom have already reached out to other kingdoms or started doing, spy work, making CH8 castles in those other kingdoms so that you can see the rankings to see how they pair up. And then from there, you take this information and decide on who you're going to ally ahead of time and start making relationships with them. So I imagine that's already in the works. Actually, how am I doing for individual power? 76, I've dropped quite a bit because I've slowed down on pushing buildings and stuff like that and just kind of went for the research first. So I'm not surprised, but I should be able to jump back up pretty quickly. Have you TR? I'm not sure what you mean. If you go to KVK 1 and look at Lost Kingdom, it's just first 4 and last 4. Yeah, thank you, Andreas. You are definitely faster than I was, but we figured it out, so that's good. Okay. Do I want to do anything on here? Does anybody want to see anything on here? Obviously, this isn't going to be a long live stream because it's a work night, and I had a 13-hour work day. I don't even know. I don't know. I was up at 5 in the morning, and it's almost 10 o'clock at night, so... It's a long day. It's a long day. Tried Skip and CJ. I don't have CJ. So if we go back to my main account, I don't have CJ. I don't regret not working CJ though, because I know he's a good commander, but I don't see him in open field very often. So I think that's a pretty big indicator on the value and testing other people have done is if you don't see a commander in open field very often for field fighting, it's likely that they're just not as good as other pairings. But let's take a look at them because it's been a while since I've read his skills. CJ, where are you? There you are. Okay, deals direct damage, 1700 damage factor. That's good. If the target has been reduced to 30% or less, it deals an additional 300 damage factor. Yeah, that's good for finishing off a march. Infantry units led by this commander gain 40% increased attack. That's cool. They deal 1% increased damage against cavalry, but take 5% more damage from archers. Does that increase? I guess not. It's weird how it doesn't increase. So it must stay as 5% damage from archers. It just doesn't have a calculation there. That's fine. While on the map, troops led by this commander have a 40% chance to take 20% less skill damage. That's pretty sweet. Well, I guess it's 50% less damage. Take a That's nice. This damage reduction effect can trigger once every 4 seconds. That's pretty good. 40% chance of taking 50% skill damage. That's great for murder balls. That's good. If troops led by this commander consist only of infantry units, they gain 3%, well, 15% increased march speed, with a 50% chance, oh, it goes to 100% chance of dealing 5% increased skill damage for 8 seconds when attacking. This effect can trigger once every 4 seconds and can be stacked up to 8 times, 40% more skill damage. 100% probability. That's a weird skill. But okay. What's this one? Enhanced of Stalwart. Wow, it gets even better. While on the map, troops led by this man have a 40% chance to get and deal skill damage up to 3 enemy targets in a fan-shaped area. Damage factor number of special sacrifice buffs times 50. Damage from this attack is reduced by 50% additional target. This ability can trigger once every 3 seconds. He sounds sweet, man. I just never see him. Was he missed? Maybe people were still working other commanders when he came out. I don't know. On paper, he sounds good, but maybe out in the field, it doesn't work as well. Honestly, not sure. CJ is man. Yeah, I just don't see him. Great against XY Nevsky. Well, XY Nevsky can be taken down. How can I put it? XY Nevsky is easy to take down if you're able to focus him. The problem is that a lot of people during KVK and murder balls aren't fighting in the traditional way. I think a lot of people now with the PC version are fighting like this. So you can't see what you're hitting. So XY Nevsky kind of gets a free reign that way. But a lot of people still do fight like this. So you're able to see the target you're going to hit. So I like XY Nevsky, but I'm not sad I don't have him. I'm just not. I think I have great marches already. They got to change a little bit. And hopefully I don't regret working Boudica Prime. I don't think I will. But I do regret Gilgamesh. So, you know, what you think is a good commander now might not be the best later. But hopefully it works out well. She seems awesome on paper. I just haven't seen any testing out in open field yet. But I'm going to work her anyways. There's just many better options than using CJ. Yeah, that must be it. It's decent, works great with Alex and CPO. Nice. If you go infantry, then you can invest in CJ or else leave him. You expertising Boudica? No, I'm expertising, man. I don't like not finishing a commander. I had to finish Saladin. I used universals on him. Does it show it? No, it doesn't show it because the development cost is older. I just like finishing commanders. I can't not finish them. Like if I start one of them, I have to finish it. Is there any I didn't? This was all free. Woo is all free from how many times I did KVK Season 2. Charlemagne, obviously, from how many times I did KVK Season 1. There's not a commander, like obviously I'm going to do Pakal over time with MGE. Tamaris, I think I unlocked her to 4 skills because there was a Bastion skill. Cyrus, maybe there was a Bastion skill, or I don't know why he's level 20. I honestly don't know, and why he has 2 skills. I don't know why. But there really isn't a commander that I've ever started working that I haven't finished. I just have to finish them. I don't know why. I really don't. I just have to. So I'm going to finish it. And the expertise is pretty sweet, man. Increase damage dealt, like all damage dealt by 10%, and control effects, which includes silence. Pretty big when you're talking about Guan and open field. Disarm and heal immune, which is fantastic because both her and Ramses, because I'm going to do Boudica and Ramses, have healing. So I want that. I think she's going to be good expertise. We're planning on 5551 as of now. Her 4 skill isn't very impressive to me. Let's see. I like the healing though. I know it's once every 7 seconds. And it's only damage dealt to infantry. And I'm not doing AoE. So I get that. But I do like the healing. It's not huge. I get that. And she's totally good at 5551. She is. But I do like finishing commanders. I think that's the most part. Even if her expertise wasn't as good as this. And I think this is really good. I like the 80% chance of getting rid of silence or healing immunity. I think that's really good. But I just have to finish them. Just have to. Cyrus is really good at murder balls. I wish there was like a game mode in Rise of Kingdoms where you could test commanders. You know, like an Ark of Osiris practice match where you're allowed to use expertise commanders. And you can use your own gear on them. Right? Like, I know that sounds kind of hokey, but like how awesome would that be? You could really perfect your murder ball. Like even having the option of using 6 or 7 marches in like a practice Ark of Osiris style matchmaking kind of thing. I think it'd be fun if you could use 6 or 7 marches and really get a handle of what your murder ball is accomplishing. I love going over reports, and I would love to see how my Richard Ethelfled kind of works with CPO's health debuff and how often they're you know, colliding with each other, or if they're offsetting each other perfectly, or if I need a Horn of Fury on Richard, right? Like, I love how the dagger stacks on top of their healing debuffs or their health debuffs, so I think that'd be pretty sweet. No, MG, I'm not getting Nevsky. I don't have any plans on doing XY or Nevsky. I could do Nevsky and pair him with Saladin. I could. I don't have, and where's my best gear for? It's kind of all over the place right now. I don't have the best cavalry gear. So I would have to work cavalry gear, and I'm kind of more in an archer infantry kind of mindset these days. So I don't have plans on working Nevsky. He's great. Nobody can argue that he's not a fantastic commander. One of the best, if not the best commanders in the game. Totally get it. He's phenomenal. I just don't think I need him. I don't. It's not that I don't like having cavalry in open field, but I think when you have cavalry, archers, and infantry in open field, it's really hard to control their march speed. The great thing about my marches is that they're all very close together in march speed. So when I run into a murder ball, all my marches are there at the same time. And I plan that based on talents and gear that I put on them so that they're very close to approaching the murder balls. If I have cavalry, I have a lot harder time controlling them because the cavalry is always in there first, which means when you hit a march with the cavalry and you have other marches behind it, it always swings around the back right into the murder ball so that your march gets swarmed. So I'm not a huge fan of using cavalry, and that's why. So there you go. Long story. Honestly, yeah, I would like to test out garrisons before KV. Honestly, I think that'd be great. Autohos, thanks for checking in, man. MHH Autohos, thank you for jumping into the live stream. I appreciate that. You got Mad Sally. Man, you're a mom. I had to. Honestly, like I had him at 5551 for a very long time. But then I got a free Mightiest Governor with 180 sculptures, and it was only going to cost me, what is that, 170 more? How many is it for the last 2 skills? 160 and 150 is 310. I got 160 for free. So I had 150 left. So I used 150 universals to finish him off to get the expertise. I just had to. I don't know. I felt obligated to, especially getting the Mightiest Governor as well. I kind of felt obligated, and I like to finish them, as you can tell. I like finishing them. These 2 will be finished soon. I just like finishing what I started. I can't help that. If your Richard gets more targeted next KVK, switch to Saladin and Ethelfled. Yes. Now the only thing with Saladin is he gets targeted pretty quickly too, because everyone thinks Nevsky's behind him. So, or they think Ethelfled's behind him because that's a huge target as well. I'm not set on using cavalry. I think with the way my marches work and how I jump into murder balls, they're the first ones in there, and they're the first ones to swing into the back of the murder ball, and the first ones to get targeted, and the first ones to fill my hospital. So I just don't love it. And a lot of my marches have a tankiness to them, like CPO and Herald. Tankiness. They're probably the fastest march I have, which means they'll swing around first, which isn't bad. And when I have CPO Pakal, I'm looking even better if he gets swarmed, right? Like they're not going to expect it, and the reports are going to be fun to read. My Richard is always last. Pete Rocks, that is 100% why I love Richard and Ethelfled. Again, their march speed from the relics, from the museum, the extra march speed I have here from the 4-piece bonus. It's so much fun. His expertise in murder balls. People forget to read the end. Every 10 seconds, the target's march speed is reduced by 50% for 5 seconds. So the first attack you do in a murder ball, when you hit with your Richard, the target slows by 50% instantly. Instantly slows by 50%. In a murder ball, when you're trying to run away, you know how frustrating that is? I love trapping people's marches in murder balls because they can't get away. Because Richard's doing that 50% slowdown instantly. And then other things can start stacking, especially when you're talking about Mora's Web. I usually target cavalry unless I'm in arcade mode, where then you can't really figure it out. But I love Richard for that expertise in murder balls. And of course, the AoE debuff of 30% reduced damage. I don't know. People don't pay attention to that either. You got more march speed. I don't know. I love Richard Ethelfled, and I hope I don't have to take them off the open field anytime soon. You think Boudica Max pair with Arta 5-5? I don't know enough about Artemisia. To be totally honest, Artemisia to me kind of flew over my head. I don't know enough about her. Obviously, you've got AoE, which is fantastic. You've got defense and health bonus. That's great. Garrison, you're not really missing out anything there if you're talking open field, right? Yeah, Garrison of Stronghold. What's this one? When this commander's rage meter reaches 80%, there's a 50% chance to silence her troops for 3 seconds. That's why she works so well with Amanda Tori, I believe, because she gets rid of that and at the same time grants her troops 50% increased damage for 5 seconds. I don't see why not. It'd probably be good, but again, I don't have experience with Artemisia, so I can't give you a definitive answer on that one. Richard is so tanky, so good if they target him. Senpei, you're right. And it never happens. It's very rare that I will have my Richard targeted before Scipio or Naboo or Guan. Like, really, that's where they're going to go after. And thankfully, Guan has Leo and Scipio has Harold, and Naboo and YSG, honestly, just do so well. Just because of how the circular AoE works from YSG. It's fantastic. And of course, Naboo's AoE damage. You know, if More Than Gems is this Saturday, I've been hearing that. Against Gaming, I've heard that as well. It would make sense. I think it's about time we had More Than Gems. I think there's a certain amount of days it's spread out. So it should be this weekend. Should be. Again, it's Lilith. It's a bit of a mystery. Sorry if I missed any questions, you guys. Yeah, Mightiest Governor this Saturday. I'll be migrating and then get 50k gems and shrine rewards again. Some Senpei, you got it figured out, man. That's dope. So is she worth maxing? Yes or no? Race Williams, is that the first time you've said something? I think it is. So for Boudica Prime, yeah, I think it's worth expertising her. Based on how I'm going to pair and how I like to expertise commanders anyways, I think her expertise is awesome. It's increased damage dealt, all damage dealt by archers, and that's obviously what you're going to be using with her, by 10%. And the effects like silence, which are coming from Guan, which you're going to feel, and heal immune, which comes from many commanders. I like it. Disarm, I don't know. Who does disarm? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure who does disarm, to be honest with you. But it gets rid of it. Race Williams. Oh, cool. Great. Thanks, man. I'm new subscriber. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. That honestly, guys, if you can hit the like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. The channel's grown substantially, and it's fun to watch. I love the in-game chats, the Discord messages, and the comments on my YouTube videos. Very much appreciated, you guys. It's a lot of fun. I like this. It's unfortunate I can't do it as often as I like, and sometimes I miss out on wars just because of work and family, but that obviously has to take priority, right? Of course. Does your Richard's gear make him better on Season of Conquest? So Rodriguez, I like this gear. I'm obviously working more legendary gear for him, including accessories. I'm working more legendary accessories right now. I want this helm on him for sure. I'm going to do more a gold helm of Eternal Empire. I'm going to do like 2 more. Honestly, I want 2 more. And then, yeah, I want different gloves as well. I'll probably do Van Braces of Eternal Knights. And then I'd have the full set on him. I could take these away from my other commanders, but I don't really want to take it away from CPO or Guan. So right now I'm just leaving it like this. But yeah, I think the full set on Richard is a great choice. One, because he's already a tank, and two, because that extra attack damage, because you go so long without being targeted in open field, sometimes you can go back to your city after half your marches are dead, and Richard's still like totally fine, above 70%. Like, he's fantastic. So having the full set on him, I think, is good. Would I suggest crafting the full set? Not really. The pants, I don't know. You don't really need the pants for the 4-piece bonus, and the 4-piece bonus is pretty strong for infantry. 10% march speed. I like this setup. I will like it more when I have another legendary piece. Most likely the Horn of Fury is what I will put on Richard. And then, like I said, the other set pieces there. So that's what I plan on doing for Richard. In the long term, I'm a ways away from that. It definitely, since I'm running 4 accounts, my gem farming is quite a bit down, so I can't get as much material as I used to. So it's definitely slowed down my growth on my main account, but I'm having fun. So that's all that matters. I'm spending 50K on VIP. Nice. To get to VIP 15 whenever we get it. So I'm pumped for the training speed and healing speed. Yeah, man. VIP 15's awesome. Fantastic. Like, you get so many more things in there. VIP 16, obviously very good. I think you get another material. Yeah. You start getting material in VIP 16. So that is nice. I like that. You get some more stuff here. Obviously, I'm very excited for VIP 17. More training speed, and the all damage plus 5% is something I'm really missing out on. So hopefully I get this sooner than later. It won't be probably until next KVK or even the one after that, just because, I don't see a whole lot of gold chests. We get gold chests, and I actually, speaking of gold chests, I shouldn't say too much about it, but I actually got this today. So, like, there are gold chests, but they're not like, it's not like a huge amount of gold chests. So that definitely slows down your VIP growth, but I'll get there eventually in time. Can you speak French? No, I cannot speak French. I am Canadian in Western Canada, and there's not a whole lot of French speaking here. There's some French immersion classes and stuff, and there's probably a few French people around me, but honestly, no, there's not. I don't think I know a single person who speaks French at work, and there's probably about 120 people at my work. So, yeah, I don't think any of them speak French, to be honest with you, and I know them pretty well. What pairs with her? So, Reese Williams. I'm going to do Boudica Ramses. I think it's going to be a tanky march. I think the skill damage reduction is really going to help, especially when you're talking murder balls. I don't know if it's going to be the best. I might have to switch things up once I'm in KVK and I see how the enemy reacts, but every enemy is going to react differently to Boudica, CPO, Naboo, Guan, Constantine, or Richard. Those are my 6 field fighting marches, primary anyways. They all react differently, so we'll just have to swap things up. Maybe it'll be Ramses and Boudica. Maybe they'll ignore Ramses, but they won't ignore Boudica. It all depends on how the enemy reacts, but I'll be fluid on that one. I'll be able to jump back and forth because I have the commanders to pair with her. Do Artemisia, Boudica. I don't have Artemisia Pete. I would love to have her so I could play around with those, but I don't. My goal is to hit 1K before you hit 3K. Well, Gains Gaming, keep pumping out the videos, man. And honestly, it happens. Just keep having fun with it. Pump out the videos, self-promote. That's huge. I do suggest Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You're obviously on Discord, so yeah, man, just keep at it. That's it. It's a slow grind. It's just like Rise of Kingdoms, man. It's a slow grind. Can you say Charles Martel? Can you say what Charles Martel says? Let's see. What does he say? Where is Charles Martel? What does he say? I can say, what do you want? I don't have the sound on for him, so I'm not sure what he says. Let's see if there's a different one. I am the Hammer of the Franks. Whatever that means. Is there another one, or is that probably it? He probably says it. Guard every single inch of Frankish soil with your lives. He probably says it, but I never have the volume up. I have no idea what the commanders sound like because I legit don't ever turn up the volume. 4 Peach March Speed. Yeah, I like that, man. Rodriguez on fire. For my CPO Alex March, you told me to do first what accessories. For my CPO Alex March, you told me to do first what accessories do I put on him? I have iconic horn, nice. But we'll have 2 accessories next SOC. I highly suggest that you put the Ring of Doom. You're talking about, I guess it doesn't matter for, does it? Well, now I have to test this. Does that increase of damage work with Alex's second skill for the instant proc damage? It would be hard to test, but I think that might be worth testing. I wonder if I could line it up. How could we do that? It would be hard to figure it out, but you totally could. I would do Ring of Doom no matter what, because even with CPO and his AoE, I'd still use Ring of Doom. I'm not planning on changing this anytime soon. I'm going to put an Iconic Crystal in this Ring of Doom, but that's what I'm running right now, and I think this is great. Eternal Pants would be better with Iconic Crystal. Shield, don't think there's anything better for most infantry marches than the Gatekeeper Shield, which is sad because it's elite. I don't think it'd be worth it to put the Shield of Eternal Empire on him for the 20% attack. I don't know. You don't need Iconic Crystals in weapons yet unless you're like a huge whale, because it's only to attack, base attack. I don't think it's worth it to health or defense. I don't know, man. That's what I would run. Eternal Pants would be the only thing I changed. Why not War Drums over the Horn? War Drums is great. War Drums, what's the problem with War Drums? And I know I'm falling behind on chat here, so I will try and speed up a little bit. War Drums, attacks have a 10% chance to grant 50 rage. As well as 2 nearby allies. This effect can happen every 3 seconds. When the Horn is a 30% chance to gain 50 rage. So that's why. So you have a 10% chance here to gain 50 rage. You have a 30% chance here to gain 50 rage. Yes, you're helping your own marches with this, but again, it's a 10% chance. You can count more on the Horn of Fury. And the reason the Horn of Fury is great for murder balls with skill damage commanders is because you want to cast, especially with CPO Prime, you want to cast the skill as fast as possible. And the reason I have the Horn of Fury on CPO is because I want him to cast before my other marches cast their primary skills and secondary skills. So I have the negative 30 health debuff on them already. So that's the reason for the Horn of Fury. The drums are great. Honestly, if I had the extra material, I'd have no problems doing this. Putting this on Constantine and Mulan, that'd be awesome. I would totally do that. In time. It's not my priority. What Archer Marches will you run? War Drums is trash. Sandy, I agree with that. There are better choices, but I do think it's still actually really strong. Like on a Constantine Mulan march, when you're talking your 6-7 marches in Season of Conquest, I think the War Drums are something that you could definitely add to it. No way another Western Canadian who plays ROK. Thun Guns Pro X. I've seen you in the live stream before. Thank you for jumping on. And yes, I am about an hour and 10 minutes away from Vancouver, just out in Abbotsford, if you know where that is. But yeah, so Archer Marches, I'm going to run Naboo YSG. I can't change that. They just get such good reports. And then Boudica Ramses. That'll be my marches for this KBK. 1 dagger, 1 web, and the rest horn and rings. Sandy, you're not wrong. And that's pretty much exactly what I'm doing. The pendant, I like the pendant, especially when you're talking about Naboo YSG. I like the pendant. I won't change that. I think the pendant was a good investment when I made it so very long ago, and I don't plan on not using it anytime soon. But you're absolutely right. That is pretty much what I'm going for on my marches. I need to work more accessories though, that's for sure. How many farms do I have? I have too many farms. So I've got this one for my new account 2826, as you can tell. I've got this one. These two are together in 2396. And then these 4 are for my main account 1937, and I don't have one for my free-to-play account, which is absolutely insane, but that's the way I ran it. And it still did pretty good, to be totally honest with you. I've gained 120 in the last 2 days, which is crazy. That is crazy, man. My videos on arms trading blew up 11K views. No way. Dude, congrats. That's I'd never gotten 11K views on one video before. That's fantastic. Congrats, man. That's so cool. I hate arms training, so I'm probably not going to watch it because I hate that event. But hey, man, that's awesome. Thutmose is good for Ramses. Thutmose, I would not suggest working Thutmose. He doesn't have enough to offer. Save your sculptures for Season of Conquest Commander. Thutmose is meant for KVK Season 1 for giant whales who are going to expertise YSG, and Thutmose for KVK 1. And then he's going to be useless, kind of like El Cid. He's got some AoE, but he just doesn't do enough damage. Not in comparison to other Season of Conquest commanders. Do you think Naboo YSG or Boudica YSG is better in Field Canyon? Great question. I don't have enough experience on it, but I think YSG behind Naboo is stronger because YSG's skill damage is his skill damage buff of 50%, which is his 4th skill, also works for Naboo's AoE. So I think he's hitting 5 targets and a murder ball, and you're getting 50% on top of that instead of just putting 50% on top of Boudica's. But I think, of course, Boudica and YSG is going to be a fantastic pair as well, but I don't want to change up my Naboo YSG. Sandy, I disagree, kind of, but it's still very good. Well, I also get 2 of the coins this Season of Conquest. Do I get the helmet or hammered to replace the shield? Barry Gaming, I don't have any plans, and we can actually, can I look at this now? No, I can't look at it. Dang, I thought I might be able to look at it. Can I? Maybe I can. Oh, I totally can. I have no plans. I have 7 coins, and I don't know what I'm going to spend them on. I have no plans on forging any of these. 15 infantry defense. The problem is that you lose out on set bonuses from the infantry set helm. So I don't know. And this 25% infantry attack is huge. It really is. Maybe that. I just don't know. The amount of material it takes to forge these, I'm just not there yet. I'm not. You can forge so many other things. Those are so expensive. So expensive to forge. Like, oh man, what is that? 150 legendary pieces. That's crazy. That's more than the accessories, which is 120. It's very expensive. It's fantastic. It looks dope. Really does. But I'm not there yet. I've got a lot more working to do before I think of crafting one of those. War Drums is greater than me. I don't know what that means, Silver Guru, but okay, sure. Whatever. Horn has no cooldown as well. That's true, Sandy. Very good point. You're right. I am Adrian Gaming. How's it going, man? Thanks for jumping into the live stream. Hello, Spellbreaker. I'm in Victoria, BC. No kidding. I actually was at a work conference today, and quite a few of my colleagues were from Victoria. So that's cool, man. Very cool. I'm more field support until I lock T5. I almost caught up. Sweet. I'm more field support until I lock T5, but I have good gear and commanders. Well, Pete rocks. Then, the drums is an accessory that is very unselfish. Is that a word? I guess the horn is more of a selfish accessory, but also by me casting off my skill of doing the -30 health debuff on 3 targets is actually helping out all of my allies as well. So I don't know. The drums is something I would craft in the future, but I'm not there yet. I shared that arms training video with all my friends. That's awesome, Steven Kook. Hopefully I said your name right. Sorry if I didn't. Yeah, that's a lot of views, man. Hopefully one day I get that many views. That's pretty sweet, man. Do some testing on stream against archer players with Boudica and different primaries. I don't really have Boudica at a good skill level yet, man. Like, I could put universals in her, but I'm just, I'd rather do the wheel a bunch of times before I put universals in her. Just my process. So we will test Boudica in the future. But if you're looking for testing videos from brand new commanders, honestly, Chizjul, Dragothian, definitely the go-to guys. They're whales. They spend a lot of money in the game. They can 100% expertise legendary commanders faster. That's where I'm going to look for how Boudica's doing and who they're pairing her with. I'm just not there as a player, or will ever be there as a whale. I just do not have the budget to spend that kind of money in a mobile game. I just don't. Well, I guess it's a PC game now too. I'm 7 hours away from CH15. Good stuff, man. Get to CH16 as fast as you can so you can start working material production. Try and do that. Push to 16, man. Honestly, as fast as you can. How many KP you got? How many kill points I got? I've got 2.7 billion kill points. Mostly T5, which is nice to see. I like that. I got almost 1 billion kill points in our last KVK, and I'm hoping I can do the same this KVK, but we'll see how the allies work, who we're fighting, how we're fighting. We'll see how it works, but there's my kill points. Obviously, there's some that's not counted. 63 million kill points not counted, but really 63 million is not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. So there you go. You really look like a rapper, I know. Well, I promise you, there ain't no rap coming out of me, man. I can promise you that much. Where was it? Silver Guru and no arc. And no arc. What do you mean, Silver Guru? War drums, you, and no arc on KVK gear. I'm not sure what you mean, Silver Guru. Mello, are you a full pledge ROK player, or do you play other games? Mello, I need to branch out and play other games. I used to play, and my kid hasn't been interested in Fortnite recently, but I used to play Fortnite with my kid on PC, which is fun. He'd play on the PlayStation behind me. Behind this green screen, there's a big 60-inch TV with a PS4 on there. I do need the PS5, but it's a PS4 Pro, so it works just fine. But we play Fortnite together. I think I have a couple of videos actually on my channel of me and him playing together. So, but honestly, this is the only game I play, which is probably why I can deal with 4 accounts. But this is the only game I play. But I would like to try other things. I was going to try Diablo Immortal, the new mobile one, but I heard terrible things. And I don't need another pay-to-win game. I really don't. No, I just don't. And I was going to get into Lost Ark. I could probably delete that game from my computer because I just haven't played. I'd rather play Rise of Kingdoms, to be honest with you. If I'm on my PC, I'd rather be playing Rise of Kingdoms. You can't use Khan in Ark of Osiris. Oh, I see what you're saying. Really? You can't use that gear in Ark of Osiris? That seems weird. Ark of Osiris rules other... no, not there. Skill system, no, that's not going to be it. General, it's not in general. Structures, no, that's not going to be it. Although that's cool, I don't think I've seen that. Rewards, we like the rewards. Doesn't have the same kind of thing as... Doesn't have any restrictions. I don't have those items, so I can't confirm nor deny what you said. I've never heard of that, though. I've never heard somebody complain in-game about not being able to use that. That's probably just for somebody who's migrated back, right? Like, that seems what it would be for. I'm just going to send out my gem farmers quickly. I don't think I hit the right button on that one, but that's okay. Can I get 2 more 2s up here? Ah, somebody sniped that one. Any more before I go back up to chat, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm definitely tired. It's been a long day. Here we go. Another 2. Hopefully before somebody grabs it. I hate when that happens, when you send a march out and then the white line shows up. Can't really argue though. Like, I don't even bother. Like, even if it's the same time, I'll find a different one. It's not worth upsetting anybody about on stealing gem tiles. How will you add Boudica? I don't do Canyon. Here's my Canyon defense. You want to see it? It's a doozy. There's my Canyon defense. I don't play Canyon. In However, in KVK, I'll have to. How would I run Boudica in there? Great question. I don't think it'd probably be Boudica Mehmet, to be honest. That's probably my best bet because I don't want to split up Naboo YSG, so it'd probably be Boudica Mehmet. Especially with the relic. Mehmet's relic is super strong. 5% extra skill damage, 20% troop health. He's almost expertised. He's 551 or 5535, I think he is. Where is my little Mehmet here? 5545. Man, he's 67 away from being expertised. So probably Boudica Mehmet. Just for the AoE, the extra skill damage, the extra attack bonus, the extra troop capacity. It's very strong in Sunset Canyon. Oh, I'm falling behind again. Can you please tell us how players get so many resources like billions? I have 2 accounts and I couldn't even gather over 50 million. Well, I'm very grateful that when people migrate out of this kingdom, a lot of the times they send me resources. So a lot, I'd say 500 million food, 500 million wood, 500 million stone, and about 100 million gold I got recently just from a player migrating out. I guess they just liked me and they sent me the resources. So that's how I got those ones. As for all the resources I have in my inventory, I get those over time. I don't really have to use resource items, as you can tell. There's a lot of resources in here. I just haven't had to use them. So I've always been grateful enough that when I enter KVK, I have a lot. I have a lot of farms. I got 4 farms working for this account. So the gold they have, I'll probably have 1 billion gold before I go into Lost Kingdom. I'll probably, if KVK, this KVK is like my last KVK, I'll probably use gold, but I have a lot of gold. And I have a lot of choice chests too, as you can see. So I'm not too worried about running out of gold. Low spender going into 680 days. Got Alex. Alexander the Great, Max, and YSG. Nice. CPO Prime 5354. Would he be a better secondary to Alex? None of it. No. For reals, man? That's cool. Well, hello from Nunavut. Hello. That's awesome. You're in Season of Conquest. Yeah, Alex, CPO Prime? I don't know. If your CPO Prime is level 60, I'd probably go CPO Alex, to be honest with you, because you still have that health debuff, right? Like CPO, you don't have to have expertise to get that health debuff. So I'd probably put CPO Prime as a primary, especially because he has the sport tree. But that's just my opinion. You could run Alex and CPO. That's fine. But if you have him at level 60, man, I'd just put CPO as the primary. It's my opinion. They're both going to get targeted probably the same. You can't use Season of Conquest gear. And yeah, non-Season of Conquest arc. Yeah, that makes sense. Can I guess is you can use the commanders. That's for someone who's migrated back to a younger kingdom. Yep. Boudica Mehmet better than Boudica Ramses in arc. Now, Boudica Mehmet would be better in Sunset Canyon and Lost Canyon than Boudica Ramses because of the extra troop capacity. Really helps, and because of the AOE damage. You also got the health buff. You get a lot of things from Mehmet, and the AOE damage is really where it comes into effect. So, and the troop capacity. So there's a lot that Mehmet brings, and I don't think Ramses, he does have the skill damage reduction, which is huge, but you also have the health from Mehmet. So, you know, it's tough. You'd have to try it out, but I think Mehmet would probably be the better choice, to be honest, just because the AOE damage and the troop capacity. But it'd definitely be worth checking out. Maybe that's what I'll run in KVK is Boudica Mehmet. I might get, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I got to test things out. But I think Boudica Mehmet would be good. How's this KVK lineup? Guan CPO, fantastic March. If I didn't have Leonidas as a secondary to Guan, it would 100% be Guan CPO. That's a fantastic March. Alex Martel. I don't love that pairing, but you're in Season of Conquest. You got the relic for Charles. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know. The shields don't stack. They kind of cancel each other out, but probably not getting them. You're probably finishing off the shields anyways because you're in a murder ball, so they don't last long anyways. I don't know. It's not my favorite March in the world. XY Nevsky, fantastic. Saladin William, Boudica YSG. Man, that's honestly very strong. I don't know how you'd actually change that up to make it better. You could do Alex YSG, Boudica Mehmed, like I talked about, if you have him at like a 5-5-1-5, which would be, lucky. But I don't know. Not a huge fan of Alex Martel. It's good for KVK season 2 and 3 for rallies. I get that. But I'm just not a fan of it in open field. I don't know. It's tanky. I get that. But it's just missing AoE damage. That's the problem. Like your other March, XY Nevsky's a sniper. Saladin Williams doing a lot of buffs and debuffs. Boudica YSG's an AoE and a sniper. So I think it's just missing something. But Alex has the instant proc damage, so I don't know. It's a tough one, man. It's not good to keep a lot of open RSS that makes you a target. I'm Adrian Gaming. The home kingdom here, 1937, very safe. I'm not worried about getting zeroed anytime soon. In KVK, I'm very safe. It's very unlikely that my city is going to be outside of Alliance territory ever. When I'm not fighting or if I go offline, I either shield or I teleport back to Zone 4. I'm not worried about having a lot of resources in my castle. I don't take rallies for fun. I don't have garrison commanders, so I don't do that. So for me, it doesn't matter how many resources are in above my storehouse. It doesn't matter. What mean last KVK? I'm not sure what you mean, you. What you mean? CA. Good game, Contemption. Thanks, man. I haven't seen any Boudica Naboo. Yeah, the problem with... Not a problem. Naboo is fantastic. I like him as a primary, and I like YSG as his secondary. Boudica Naboo would be very strong. Would be fantastic, but I don't know. Would I go Boudica Naboo or Naboo Boudica? Right? Does it matter? Probably not. You're not really adding any... You probably want Boudica primary because of her debuff. You want that casting off first. So, yeah, it'd be Boudica, Naboo. Great pairing. It's just I have so many other commanders I compare things with that I wouldn't want to get rid or change up Naboo YSG. I just get such good reports from them. I just do. So unless that changes this KVK, maybe I have to switch things around. Maybe the enemy in this KVK that I have coming up will come straight after Naboo. A lot of people do. Naboo's typically one of the first marches that I lose, but the reports are still positive. Like, just because of the AoE, and because I don't run away, so my skills are always casting, so I'm still getting that skill damage from everybody, and so it just makes the reports good. So, and the gear. Obviously, the gear helps a lot. So, I don't know. I don't plan on switching up Naboo YSG. I think if I did, then my Naboo would not get as good reports because YSG wouldn't be casting off the AoE circular damage and getting that extra 50% skill damage as well on top of it. Very strong. 5523 Mehmed. That's not bad. How about Alex Mehmed with Relic? That's nice. See, Constantine's not bad. I use Constantine as my 6th march with Mulan. Constantine's not bad. People don't target him very often. Sometimes they do. But I think he'll be better when he has a relic. I think Constantine, once they add the next batch, which should be Alex, Constantine, Khan, and Saladin, those should be the next 4 relics. It'll probably be better. Mulan does help, which is why I've been using Mulan as a secondary to Constantine, not Joan. And my Mulan's like 5.5. 4 or 5 or something like that, so she's really good. But I would do, honestly, Alex and Mehmed. I think your Mehmed's totally fine. 5523, you're bringing out more troops, you're getting the AoE damage, you got the relic, which is super strong, going to make him more tanky, give you that extra skill damage, which is just on Mehmed, but it's still AoE. So it'd be good, man. I think you should try it out. Definitely try out Alex Mehmed. I know he's not expertise, but he doesn't have to be, and the relic helps. How is Charles Bjorn? Very good. Charles Bjorn's fantastic. Like, you're going to get that instant proc damage, right? And people don't typically go after Charles Martel very quickly unless they see YSG behind him. But if you're casting Bjorn behind him, people are probably just going to ignore you. And that's a positive for you. Naboo YSG, or yeah, I'm not a fan of Gilgamesh, man. I have Gilgamesh, but I have Gilgamesh regret. I really do. He's got a lot to offer, and I get it. On like the archer damage for less than 50 units, he's got a lot to offer. I just have not had any luck with him in open field. I don't need the enemy health reduction. I've got that on CPO as an AoE, and I got that on Ethelflaed as an AoE. So I don't need that health reduction. I haven't been impressed with Gilgamesh, so I wouldn't even put him in the equation. So it'd be Naboo YSG. Boudica, you could pair with so many other people. But again, I haven't tested Boudica. I haven't fought anyone in KVK with an expertise Boudica yet. Or like people say, you know, a 5-5-5-1 Boudica is good. So if I only have a 5-5-5-1 Boudica this KVK, I'll probably use her. Because she's still good. Ooh, a purple crystal. Nice. But yeah, I'd go Naboo YSG. But you could use Boudica YSG too. I think Gilgamesh YSG, you're not gonna get great reports. I just don't think you will. You're gonna get targeted really quickly. Gilgamesh gets targeted so fast. I think it's because cavalry players know that they can take him down really quickly, and you're gonna find a lot of cavalry players in any murder ball. So I don't know. I'm just not impressed with Gilgamesh. I'm just not. I know some people love him, but I just haven't had good luck. And maybe it's just the enemies I've fought in KVK and Ark of Osiris, but I have tried many times. I'll try again. I have no problem trying again, but I have not had great luck. No, I haven't tested yet. I'm not going to attempt to say I'm going to try. Duong, I'm going to leave it there. No, because Boudica's so low. I only have her at level 60 just because I figured I'd put her up there because I'm going to work her. But I'm not using universals yet. I want to use as many wheels as I can before Zone 5 in our upcoming Season of Conquest KVK. And then I'll use universals to either get her at 5-5-5-1 or expertise her. One or the other. But if you're looking for testing videos on new commanders, Dragothian and Chizjul is where I'm going to go. Honestly, I'm not whale enough. I don't spend nearly, I spend fractions of what those guys spend in the game. So I can't test commanders like they do. I just can't. I'm always playing catch up on commanders. I'm never able to expertise one as soon as they come out. Maybe one day in the future that'll change. Maybe after Boudica, the next one that I do, maybe I'll have enough by the time the next generation of commanders come out. But for now, I'm always playing catch up, which isn't a bad thing because we get to see other people test the commanders and pairings, which is good. So my investment is a little bit stronger, but that clearly didn't work for Gilgamesh. So I don't know. If Constantine gets a March speed relic, I may run Trajan and Constantine in field. Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised. Like honestly, they gave a lot of March speed to a lot of commanders. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Like we got March speed from Ethelflaed. We got March speed from Richard. Where else did we? I think there was one more. Yep, we got March speed. Not that many people did it, but Julius Caesar got March speed. Was there anybody else? There's a good chance that Constantine would get March speed. What else it would be, I don't know. It'd be nice if it was like health or skill damage reduction is nice. Hopefully it's not troop attack. That wouldn't be terrible, but hopefully not. You know, counterattack damage would be good. It'll fall in line with what these buffs already are, but hopefully it'd be March speed. 10% March speed on Constantine would really help because he can be pretty slow to the party, which is not good when you're talking about buffs and debuffs. You want those out there as soon as possible. Can we get, before I look up again, I'm going to answer a couple more questions, guys, and then I have to go to bed because I got to be up in, how many hours is that? 7 hours? That's not too bad. I got to be up in 7 hours. That's not terrible now that I think about it. I'm pretty used to that by now. That's the one thing about YouTube is I've definitely learned how to go about life with less sleep. That's for sure. All right, let's see. And here we go. Easy peasy. Okay, a couple more questions. Nevsky or Boudica? My Nevsky is 5 I'd finish your Nevsky. Chaitanya Singh, I would finish your Nevsky for sure. Boudica's great, but it's just another like sniper commander, so just finish your Nevsky. You probably have Saladin at 5551, so I definitely just finished your Nevsky. That's what I would do. Which one should I max first, Guan Yu or CPO Prime? That's a tough question. Oi, I love my Guan. His silence of 3 seconds is absolutely insane. His damage up to 3 enemies, yeah, it's reduced a little bit, 15%, but he does so much damage. You got some march speed, you got this extra additional damage. Yeah, his expertise, like, I don't know, man. That's a tough question. CPO is awesome. He's got the health debuff, but the silence is also very strong from Guan. That's tough, man. CPO is probably stronger. Thinking about it, CPO is probably stronger. You could get away with Guan not being expertised. CPO is probably your best bet. That's a tough one though, man. It's really tough. Our KVK registration is already near contempt. Where is your gold? It's on my farms. Legit, I only gem farm on this account. I know that might seem crazy for some people, but I've got 4 farms working gold, like pretty regularly, and there's an Alliance gold mine as well, or mother lode, whatever it's called. So I'll have over 1 billion gold in my storehouse before KVK, and then like I was showing people earlier, I've got a lot of choices of gold. I'm not worried about running out. If this was less, or if I had less choice chests that I've been saving over for many years, maybe I'd be farming gold, or at least have one in the mother lode, which isn't a terrible idea, but it goes so fast, right? Like I could probably get 1 million each time I go here, or if I log on a little late, probably 800,000 gold each time. But I don't know, I'd rather farm gems, and then that way I can spin the wheel, because again, I'm not a big spender, guys. I know during season of Conquest, Crystal Tech, I'll probably do $150, but I'm not a big spender. Very rarely have I ever gotten a gold chest, and that was from King's Coronation, and I think 1 or 2 season of Conquest that I went out on the, when the pass opens, whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but that bundle where you get great crystals from. But honestly, I don't spend much. How many gold heads do you have? Not enough. I've got 270 something. Where am I? 279. So I'm still about a month away on this account from being in zone 5 of KVK. We're probably doing Heroic Anthem. I should have no problems finishing Boudica Prime. As long as I don't have terrible luck. I'm going to max spinner to 100 this time, and I should have enough gems by the next time it comes around, if I'm farming enough, to do another 100. So that's going to give me quite a few. I should see 2 more wheels actually ever, right? It's 3, or is it switch back? I can't remember how the wheels work now. Sorry for the brain fart. But yeah, I'll definitely be able to finish her. But I don't have nearly as many as, I would like to have, obviously. I think everyone wants to have more. Can I find another 2 quickly? There's probably like one right next to my castle or something that I always miss. I hate that. Or when you log on and somebody's right beside your castle on a level 2 node. Just rude. Not really, but that's how it feels. Do we have a 2? There's always gem tiles out here. There it is. I knew you were there. Beauty. Show your KVK ally and enemy. I'm not in KVK yet. We're not choosing this one. We're not registering. We're doing the last one. So this is the 3rd registration. We're doing the 4th. Reason is we got a whole bunch of migrants in and they needed time to farm. So that is why we're skipping 4 times. And this kingdom is comprised of fighters, not necessarily high spenders. So we need the time between KVKs to recover, whether it's resources or gem farming or working new commanders. Yeah, we're slower on iconic crystals, which was an argument that people had in this KD, but overall, I don't think the iconic crystals are strong enough to warrant not skipping 4 times in order to save resources and stockpile speed ups and all that stuff. So There was a balancing act there. For my Archer March, I have 5553 Ramses and a 5511 Naboo. Is this pair good, or should I work on other? 5? What's his expertise again? Yeah, that. Per second, for 2 seconds, defense, heal immunity, just the healing factor, but defense bonus. That's tough, man. You said what? 5, 5. What was that? 5511 Naboo. 5511 Naboo. I'd probably go Naboo Ramses because you're gonna get faster rage. Yeah, you could use Naboo Ramses as long as Naboo's got some, at least like the revival set. If you had something like this, you don't need legendary gear, but if you had something like this on Naboo as primary at level 60 with a talent tree that looks like this, then yeah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. You're not gonna get, a whole lot of kills, but you're not going to be, it's not going to be like using epics. So that's something, right? Oh, look at that. That was a beauty. Okay, guys, almost done here. Tree, CPU, I'm leaving. Guan, 5535 and CPU 5551. Will I get all the Imhotep sculptures from the main quest? You should. The Imhotep sculptures from the main quest. Did you choose that civilization? I am Adrian Gaming. I'm trying to understand. Did you choose Egypt as a civilization? Is that what you're asking? Then yes, you would get them from the main quests. You're going to get a lot. You won't get enough to expertise him. So just know that. But you'll get a lot. So I would just wait until you're CH, 22. And you've done a bunch of main quests that unlocks. CH21 is 5 marches? Or is that just T4? I think that's just T4. 21 is T4, 22. So you want to get to CH22. Once you get there and you've done your main quest up to that point, you can't go any further, then maybe put the universals into them. CAC, I don't have Cav gear. You want to see my best Cav gear? I'm not a Cav player. But if I am using Cav, this would be the gear I have. And then accessories, I'll just swap between, I don't know, whatever march I've taken off the field. Every now and again, I'll use Saladin and Ethelfled, or Saladin and Khan if I want to snipe targets. But I typically do not use cavalry. Maybe one day in the future, maybe the next generation, maybe I'll go cavalry. I just, like I was explaining earlier, with using archers and infantry marches, which are slower than cavalry, obviously. For me fighting in murder balls, the problem with cavalry when you're using archers and infantry is that the cavalry march wraps around first in the murder ball because it's the first one to hit the target, which means it slides out and that goes into the back of the murder ball, and then you get swarmed and your hospitals fill up with cavalry. So I haven't been a fan of using cavalry with the marches I have. It just doesn't work for me. So I stick with 4 infantry marches and 2 archer marches when I have 6 marches in Season of Conquest. That's what I roll with. And those marches consist of Naboo YSG, CPO Herald, Guan Leo. It's going to be Boudica Ramses. It's going to be Constantine Mulan and Richard Ethelfled. I have great luck with those pairings. They work very well together with the buffs and debuffs. I really like it. I got almost a billion kill points last KVK, and I said that with a B. So they work. And my marches are better now, so I should be just fine this coming KVK. I have XY 5511 and Nevsky 5551 and William 5551. Which should I max? Great question. Like I said, I'm not a big Cav player. You're best to ask a good Cav player, man. To be totally honest, I wouldn't put Williams in the equation for maxing. It'd be either XY and Nevsky. I think XY needs to be done, right? When troops gain rage, their skill damage will increase. I think XY needs to be done. And Nevsky can be at a 5551, right? I think. Maybe not. Like, from what I know on Commanders, I'd probably finish XY first and then finish Nevsky, but I could be totally wrong. So, honestly, man, it's probably just better that you ask a cavalry-driven player. There's lots out there. There you go. Kak said Nevsky first. You're probably right, Kak. Why didn't you invest in Pakal? I am going to do Pakal. Pakal is coming. The reason I haven't finished Pakal yet is because so many other commanders came up. I was going to do them before CPO Prime got announced, but then CPO Prime got announced, and then Boudica Prime got announced. So it's kind of like he's put on a bit of a back burner, but I get him from Mightiest Governor. So the way KVK and MGE works in 1937 is your contribution. The points are added up. I got rank 3 in this last Mightiest Governor, which gave me Pakal sculpture. So I'm going to wait for a couple more, or probably one more Mightiest Governor where I get a choice of infantry commander. And then I'll finish Pakal after Boudica Prime. Because there's most likely going to be that lull period where there's like a leadership commander, and then we'll wait a while before the next batch of cavalry, which I probably won't invest in. So I have a while. So I'll probably do Pakal after Boudica unless something drastic changes, but that's most likely what's going to happen. Oh yeah, we didn't even look at Boudica's animation. I got to do that before I go. How long until somebody comes back? I don't want to pull a march. 3 minutes. Rude. And everybody's already reached their target. Okay, we can wait for 3 minutes. Actually, no, I can do it in Expedition. What am I talking about? Challenge. Let's see it in Expedition. We'll just put Boudica out there. We'll put her out there. Let's just see what Ramses looks like with her. And crossbowmen. Sure. I'm going to get wrecked. Maybe not as bad as I think. But I don't have any gear on her. She got talents at least, and she's level 60. So hopefully she doesn't die before she casts her skill. How many troops is this? 1 million? Yeah, she might die before she casts her skill. But we're going to see what happens. Hopefully not. Let's see. No, she's definitely not going to die right away. But yeah, she's going to die pretty quickly. What's it look like? Oh, sick. That's dope, man. What are you talking about? It's like a giant meteor coming out of the... That's sweet. No, I like it better than Ramses' skill. Like, Ramses' skill is pretty cool, but that's dope. I like it, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I like it. That skill, it is sweet, man. I like it. It looks cool. I like the meteor coming out of the sky. Look at that. It just plops right down there. No, I like that. That looks dope. I'm going to have to play in this mode and not the zoomed out arcade mode that I like to play in, just so I can see that skill. No, I don't want to try again. Sorry. All right. Cool, guys. I think I am going to go brush my teeth and go to bed. The earth crack is a rose. That was a rose? Wait a second. It's already lined up, right? That was a rose? I didn't notice. You know, let's pull Khan over here so that I'm not like overextended there. Let's pull. I didn't see it as a rose, but I wasn't really zoomed in. So let's just pull. Come on, Khan. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. It's Khan YSG, right? I'm pretty sure that is. I think so. Okay. That's a rose. Oh, okay. I see that. That's pretty cool. I think I remember that from an animation on Facebook that I saw briefly when you kind of scroll over the video and it just starts playing. But I didn't really watch it, and the video footage was kind of grainy. So that's pretty cool. You can't really see it from the other march, but maybe if simplified graphics was on, you'd be able to see it way better. That's cool. I like that, man. That's pretty cool. Okay, I think that's it, guys. I think I'm going to call it. I think that was fun. Thank you, guys. I know it was just a random live stream. I'll try and have more in the near future, but I definitely wanted to spin the wheel. So thank you guys for jumping on. Please do hit the like and subscribe before you go, guys. Senpai, what's your last words here when a 210k march is doing 50% damage of what a 1 million march is doing? That's a strong command. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. These new generation commanders are pretty crazy. But thank you guys for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Until next time, have a good one. Later.